everybody, how are you? My name is Joni. This is Weathered Wings, and I am here to help you, or hopefully inspire you to create something pretty for your home. Okay, we're going to do something easy today. We're going to do a little paint wash, and then we're going to stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and pull you down. Let me first see. I need to get the comments. Hold on. Let me see if I can get those coming in, because I don't have my computer here. Okay, and disregard that stencil. We're not using a stencil, so that link for the stencil, disregard that, okay? I didn't have time to change it. So, hello, Adrian. How goes it? All right, so I put my glasses on, and maybe I'll be able to see a little bit better. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull you down to the table. All right, I'm doing it a little differently today. Hey, Ari, how are you? All right, so I've been gone a while, y'all. I've been at the IOD conference, and it was so much fun. But I've got these two little, just these boards that I got at a thrift store. These may be my last two left. But I love them. They already have this fleur-de-lis on there, but you could always replicate this on a little piece of board. You could use a little piece of the classic Elements mold and then the little fleur-de-lis mold. If you wanted to decorate your piece like that. Let me see if I can find because I got you turned down and I can't read comments. So let's see if I can find myself. Real quick, in case you have any questions. May not be able to find myself. I usually can't. Oh well, I'll just come back up here. I'll come back up and before I get done. I have you turned down, so I can't see the comments very well. Anyway, we're gonna start off with Sandy Blonde. Okay. I don't know why that won't switch over. I hate not being able to talk to you guys, so let me. Okay, there it goes. It says it's switched. So, can't find my page. All right, so we're going to start out. We're just going to paint these two boards. We're going to do a simple little wash, which I really love that technique, y'all. It's so easy, and it makes things just have a lot more dimension. So what I want to do, I'm going to just paint these boards with Sandy Blonde, and then we're going to come back with a paint wash. I cleaned these just a little bit with rubbing alcohol. I didn't clean them, really well. I don't think it really matters. Now, I'm using DIY Paint by Debbie Beard. And so it pretty much covers anything. It's a clay-based paint. So there are no smells, and it just, I love it for painting indoors. I wish I could get this just a little more like this so I could see. I see Donna. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. I'll come back just a little bit like this. What have y'all been doing all week? Did I miss anything that I need to know about? Oh my goodness. I flew all the way to California by myself from Alabama, which I think I really surprised my husband, because he was like, I'll fly over there with you, and then I'll just fly back. I'm like, no, I think I can handle it. And I did just fine. I'm not above asking questions. All right. So get this little color on. It's not going to be too much of a contrast, but this is how I want it. So. I guess I'll go ahead and do this one at the same time. Why not? I'll use 2 different stamps, but I'll show you how you can, you can just do this and make like a little pair that complement each other, but not exactly the same. It is so windy here today, and I mean, things are knocking around. I keep thinking there's somebody in the house. It's a little spooky. Oh, goodness. But see how you can just find old art pieces. If you find something at the thrift store and it has, good bones, don't pass it up. Just know you can repaint it and give it a whole new look. You'll never know what was underneath. And I even do that with glass. And this paint will cover glass as well. So if you find a good frame and you don't want to take the glass out, just grab it and paint over it. And then we're just going to dry it with a heat gun. Now it's probably best, this paint, it will it can crackle a little bit if you use a lot of heat, which in a way that's good. If you want that texture, got stuff all over my table, I need to blow it off. If there are any questions while I'm up here. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Rita. It is a nice color. Hey, Beverly. And we're going to whitewash it, so it's really going to look good because at the end, we will, I probably won't do that today, but we're going to stamp. And then I'll come back and show you how we can clear wax and dark wax, or black wax, actually, because I'm going to be stamping with black ink. I want it to be good and dry before I get to the, it's got some, I'll just add more texture. Top on that, you don't want to dry out your paint. Try to fix that a little bit. That may bug me. Alright. Get that dry real quick. So all you need for this technique is just a color of paint that you like, white paint, and then a little bit of water. And some rags. I really like shop towels, those blue shop towels for this technique, but anything will work. I don't have any shop towels. So we're just going to use, I'm going to use cheesecloth. So let's see, I'm going to take this cup and actually, I meant to put a little bit of water in there. I'll just use my, it doesn't take much. Let's see if that's enough. And then I'm going to get a little bit of white paint out. So it's just paint and water. And I don't measure, just get it, there's not, I mean, 50-50 can work. Because you can always, all I'm going to be doing is painting it on and wiping it back, and you can always spray it if it's too much paint. It's on my stick more than it is, but see, it's just kind of wet, liquidy. All right, it's more on the stick than in the, all right, so let me get this little brush. Let me see where another one is. I'll use my new DIY brush. This is, I forgot what this one's called, the Perfectionist, I think, because it's pointed and it gets into all the areas. So now I have to be careful because down in these little crevices, the paint may not be totally dry because it kind of puddles in there. So it'll start just blending, which I really don't want that. So let yours dry at home. Now I'm doing this on a piece of furniture as well, which I love. So it doesn't matter how you get it on because you're going to be swirling it off with your rag. And see, I see it blending a little bit. So I'm going to spritz it again. And then I'm going to take, so these are pieces of cheesecloth that I have put under the faucet. I squeezed it out. And we're just going to dab it off. Let's say I'll just leave it on there. What is holding it up? Oh, there's a hook on the back of it. So see, you just kind of blot it off. You'll have to keep turning your rag a little bit. Get down in those. I'm glad I moved my camera because I had it on the table and I moved it off because this would start bouncing y'all around. This is a good color to do this with, actually. I did it with the pink DIY paint. That's really Kissing Booth, and that was really a popular color. People like that. Now I am pressing pretty hard. And I'm turning my wrist just a little bit as well as I. But if you want it mostly white, you can leave on as much as you want. And if you take off too much, you can paint more on and kind of start over. I'm going to get another rag. And if it starts to dry, you can just spritz it again. And this is pretty damp. Like I said, I soaked it and squeezed it out, but it's pretty damp. Let's see if I can get these sides just a little. twist like this, or you can just, you know, just rub it. So you see how it's just got a different look to it. I love that. And, okay, good, I got that off. Had a little, where's that little, I'm gonna add just a little bit more on the side. Seems like I got most of it off. See how you can just do it again? And then down. Now these little cheesecloths, they do have a little bit of a lint that will come off. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Are there any questions so far? Hey, Debbie. Hey, Lori. Oh, it's good to see you. Let's see. Is it okay to paint over glass if you're selling it? Do you need to notify when it's glass? In other words, like if it was a glass vase. Oh shoot. You know, no, I don't ever notify people. I mean, now if you are doing a paint, like a frame, and you're painting that glass, you might want to tell them that. But if it's a vase, I really wouldn't worry about it. But a lot of times on my tag in my booth, I will say painted vase or something like that on the little tag, the title for it. All right, let's go back down. All right. I painted, I don't know if y'all remember those frames. I had some old framed pictures, and I just painted the glass and added those sealing, that's so hard for me to say for some reason, those sealing medallions in the middle of it. But I mean, I ended up keeping those. But I do paint a lot of glass vases. Not vases, but like those demi-lune or anything ball. Anything glass will paint with this paint. And if you're, let me just say this too, because if you're, like this paint will reactivate with moisture. So like the paint underneath, this sandy blonde, if you rub too hard, I would just let it dry really well before moving on to your wash. Or you may get back down to the, you know, your original. Your original finish. But for the sake of video, I tried to dry it as much as I could with the heat gun, but sometimes, like I said, in these little crevices, the paint will pool up, and it could just start blending. I like to do things in these like pairs like this, so if you do find any pieces, again, this could just be plywood, and you could embellish it with molds. A lot of people have asked me about if I embellished these, because I have a lot of these pieces in different sizes, or I did. And then so some people actually went and used some of the trim molds, or like the classic Elements bead mold, and then the little fleur-de-lis. There's several little ways you could embellish a piece just to dress it up some. And see, I love how these are going to be different, but similar. Okay, let's make sure, kind of in the dark here. For some reason this light is bright. So let's get this one kind of dried. I feel like I could add more in here. Now, if you did this with acrylic paint, you wouldn't necessarily want to use a heat gun. You could use a hair dryer or something, just something not as hot, because it could bubble up an acrylic paint. All right, so I'll put these brushes over to the side. Alright, so again, we just got a little bit of just a kind of a texture look going on. Now I'm going to use the, I think this, what is this? The La Campagna stamp. Okay, and I'm going to go with, I think, this piece and other flower piece, if I can get it to let go. Okay, so this is what I meant. I'll have two little pieces that just kind of coordinate like this, and you can add more around it. You could get the butterfly stamp and add a little butterfly or a bee to the top of just one, and I may get a little script stamp to put at the bottom, but let's just do this for now because I have to think it through. All right, I got my black ink. Now this one, okay, I want to fit it all on there, so yeah, I'm going to turn it. Now the other one has a little piece that I'm not going to be able to get on there, so I'm going to not put ink on that part. All right, I'm going to use my brayer to do the ink. Now you can, you don't want to do that and get junk all over it. You can do it upside down like this, but I've gotten to where I do better with my brayer. So I'll just load it up on my brayer. And hope I've got enough on there. Move this. When we were in California, we were actually getting to use, there's new products coming out, and we were using the new one of the new stamps, and it was like a table of 6 of us, and oh my gosh, I was stressed out so bad because we were all trying to share it and piece it together and share the ink. Okay, I hope I got enough on there. I got some paint there and some ink. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go right like this. Hopefully I didn't shift it. Now it's not on a thin mount. I just cut cut them up the way it came on the sheet. I feel like I shifted it, but you know what? If you shift it and mess up, you just start over. Do not be afraid to try it, because I've had to start over many times. Or I've had to restamp. Ugh, that looks so good though. Look at that. That's so awesome. I love it. All right. And so, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll probably add just a touch of something up there and a touch of something down here. Now look, it did smear just a little bit, but I'm going to wait for it to dry. It didn't smear. It was like it was on, it was probably on this plastic part. I didn't clean it off. That's easy to fix. I'm just talking about like right there. That's easy to fix, okay? So, let's get to the other one. Now, this one... And I'll come back and show you how we're gonna black wax this. We're gonna clear wax it and then black wax it, so it's all gonna kind of, I can't wait. Okay, now for this one, so this particular one right there, I'm not gonna get ink on this right here, okay, because it doesn't fit. All right, I just want everything but this little piece, or you can stamp it later and come back and add it closer in. Okay, but for now I'm just going to leave it off. Hopefully, if I remember. All right. Look at my brayer again. Where's, okay, so it's this one. I don't want anything on. Now you don't have to put it on a thin mound or this sheet like it is. It just gives me something to hold on to. I want the leaf, and I want this whole thing. I love this. Okay. I'm going to make sure that I don't have, okay. I think I wiped it off this little leaf. Now, bring it down easily. Try to hold it with one hand and drop the rest of it. Just try to hold it. So the new IOD products, I'm not exactly sure when they're going to be released to the public, but we are able to purchase them on Wednesday. I'm going to order them. So and you will not be disappointed, I should say. All right. Hope I have this pressed down nicely. How pretty is that, y'all? How pretty is that? So see, now you have two little, let's see, I'm going to try to go ahead and I'm going to take a little bitty brush. I just want to fix this already. Let's see if there are any questions. Let's see, got new comments. Late as always. It's okay, Karen. Hey, Royce. Oh my gosh. Y'all, Royce had me laughing so hard I was crying. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Okay, so I'm just going to blot this in here. And then when it dries, I'm just going to do the same thing with the white. With the white paint, I'm just going to blot it. And then so don't look at this little part right here. I don't know what I did. It must have had all of it on the stamp. The bottom of it. So I can probably go ahead and do that. I think I have, do I have any left? Yeah. All right, hold on. So, hope it's dry enough. Now you can go in with your rag, like I did, or you can actually do it with like a little damp brush as well. Whichever, let's see how this does, just test it. Kind of want to use a brush just because oh shoot, oh no, y'all don't do that, don't have your water open. Oh shoot, glad it didn't get on my piece there, on my stamp. Oh gosh, y'all. See, I'm away for a while and I can't even function when I get back. All right, let's dry this now. Now I gotta really dry it, y'all. Oh my goodness. See all that water in there? Look at a dry rag. Dry. Oh my goodness. Just water. A lot of water on there. Let that dry. All right. I better quit while I'm ahead, y'all. If that's considered ahead. Let me lay that down. All right, I'll hold them up so y'all can see them vertical. This is a board. This was like, you know, I had all these little art pieces that I bought at a thrift store, and it had something like this, had a palm tree painted on it. So it's just a piece of art that, it was like a screen, like a palm screen or something. So I just painted over it. We did our wash, and then we did our stamp, okay? And so then I will come back, y'all, and we are going to wax it. I really gotta wait now because we're gonna clear wax it, then we're gonna black wax it, and maybe add a little something to each one. Not sure what yet. Maybe a little script, a little stamp of something. I'll find something. And I'll have to fix where I messed that up right there. But here's our second. So we'll have like a little pair of art pieces, okay, that we can hang together, right? And they're different, but they coordinate, right? So that is it. Man, you can't go away and stay too long. You get a little rusty. That's right, Maurice. Debbie. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that jump. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have broken my ankles, y'all, very easily. In California. How about that? But, all right, y'all, that's it. Let me know if you have any